I will sell at 4
பண்றியா நீ 9 மணிக்கு மீட் பண்ணோம்ல? என்னடா பண்றா எல்லாரும்? யாருமே Hi guys, how are you all?
I'm good.
School started? Not yet.
School starts tomorrow.
School starts tomorrow. Yeah.
So you have some more time. That's nice to know.
Yeah.
I don't see. Let me quickly check. Devansh, okay. Devansh is not in here. And Indian is not in here. Devansh. Let me quickly check. How are you all guys? So we started with expressions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, did you go over it? I did not see submission from some of you for the homework. Did you go over it?
I submitted mine.
Yeah,
I
I
submitted.
I think
I
I submitted. I don't think I submitted it, but I finished it.
Hey. Oh, okay. Okay, so you understood it?
Yeah.
Good to know. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and discuss more into expressions equations. Does it make sense? We have already done expressions. We'll review that and then we'll move on to more expressions and solving equations. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. I sent it in WhatsApp. Okay, guys, let me go ahead and give you a few questions based on wherever we are, and then we'll continue. Johan, your father wanted to talk, right? So ask him to ping me sometime. We'll see. Okay. You're from which ISD? Alan, na? Johan.
Oh yeah, I am.
You're in Alan ISD, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Did we discuss independent and dependent quantities, guys? Did we discuss?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay. Okay, let's see. You know what? We always compare two quantities using graphs, correct?
Yeah.
X, Y, X is the input, Y is the output, right? But when you think about it deeply, the independent quantities, let's say you are just observing a plant grow, okay? Within 10 days, the plant has grown 10 inches, let's say. Here, we are going to compare the height of the plant and day 1, day 2, day 3. So what do you think should come on the x-axis? X should be, see, whatever quantity we put on the x-axis should be independent quantity. In the sense, whatever we put on y should be dependent on X. Am I making sense? Am I making sense?
We put the number of days on the X axis thing.
Correct. Correct. You put the number of days on the X-axis thingy. So when you think about it, the height of the plant is really dependent on the number of days. Am I making sense? So you cannot put the other way. Do you see? Because Y has to be dependent on X. Does it make sense? Let's try this one. Suppose, okay, let's say, okay. Let me give you a couple of quantities and then you can make the guesses now. Okay. I am going to give you this. Let's see how you all group it. Okay. I'll give you two quantities. There are two quantities in here. What are the two quantities, first of all? What are the two quantities that are being compared?
How much you earn and how much you work.
How much you earn, how much you work. Okay. Yeah. Better way of putting it is dollars. And then what is the other quantity? What is
Hours.
hours? Good
Time.
job.
Time.
Good job. Let's note it down. So hours. So you have hours versus dollars. So here, which is the independent quantity? Which is the dependent quantity? Go ahead. Which is independent quantity? Which is the dependent quantity?
I think the independent would be hours because the number of hours you work, the number of pay you get, and the dependent is the number of money you earn.
Amount of money you earn is entirely dependent on the number of hours you work, correct?
Yeah.
Good job, Shrestha. Johan, very good job. So here, let me put it in a different color so we are clear with what we are doing. So independent quantity is the number of hours I work. What is a dependent quantity?
The amount of money you earn.
Dollars. Make sense?
Yeah.
This is clear, right?
Yes.
So this is what is all about independent quantity and dependent quantity. Did we go over coordinate planes, guys? Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. We did, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a review, right? Minus 3, comma 2 lies in which quadrant? Please don't shout out. Minus 3, comma 2 lies in which quadrant? Do you know?
Oh, can we type in chat? But yeah, can we type in chat?
Yeah, go ahead, guys.
Can you see the number again?
No, it's not here. Go ahead.
Can you say the number again? I mean, like coordinate.
Oh, you want the number. Okay, let me write it down for you. Minus 3, comma 2.
Yeah, am I correct?
Okay. Nikita, can you tell me how you're doing this, ma? So you have a quadrant. Let's say, let me draw it properly, guys. And let's see. Let's have the quadrant.
Oh, I see where I went wrong. Can I put the correct answer in chat?
Yes, you can. I really want you to, because this is just a review, right? So this is going to be a -1, -2. It's going to go like this. This is 1, 2, 3, like this. Up it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Down is going to be -1,
Okay,
minus
send
2.
my answer.
Yep. So here -3, 2 lies in which quadrant is the question?
Miss Priya, I went wrong.
Johan, Nikita, correct. Sreshta, can you check and tell me? Vihan, correct. Soumya, I want you to try answering.
I reset my answer.
Sreshta, that's correct. Soumya, can you send? See, Soumya? -3. Where is -3 on the x-axis? This is called the origin. This is the x-axis. This is the y-axis. So here, -3 should be on the x-axis, which is here. -3, right? So put a mark here. 2 on the y-axis is here. This is the y-axis, right? So put a line on the y-axis. What you need to do? You have to really try drawing a line. Where does this two line meet? We'll see this one and this one. Where do they meet? So that point, the point that meets is in quadrant. For that matter, this is quadrant 1. This is quadrant 1. Oh my gosh. That's quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. Correct, guys? Thank you so much. Quadrant 4. Okay. So now -3, 2 is in quadrant 2. Any questions, guys? Okay, I don't think many of you do not have question on this. So we will go over independent and dependent quantities in several other scenarios. Okay, so this is basically a science topic. Independent dependent quantity is basically a science topic, but that definitely comes in sixth grade math. Okay, so you need to know. How about this? Let's see this one. Give me a minute. I'm going to ask you more questions on wages and this earned. Okay, wait, let me give you scenarios. Independent versus dependent. I really want some. Let's see. 1 second, guys. Give a minute, guys. I'll get you some scenarios and you can find out. Oh, wow. Okay, how about this? You're going to tell me. Okay, let's try this one. Please don't shout out answers. Are you able to see, or do you want me to make it bigger? I can do both ways. Can you see, or you want me to make it bigger, guys?
We can see.
Is this better?
Yes.
Students spend more time using TikTok. What are the two variables here, guys? First, define the variables. Let's define the variables. What are the two variables?
TikTok.
Time and TikTok.
TikTok is the independent variable.
What TikTok? You cannot say TikTok. What is that TikTok? The
More time using TikTok.
time using TikTok. Okay, the two variables are time using TikTok, and the next one is
There's something in the way.
something in the way. Anything in the way?
Now it's stuck. Yeah, it's gone now.
Okay, time using TikTok and number of books read. So which is dependent, which is independent? Tell me, guys.
Time using TikTok is independent, and number of books read is dependent.
Job, guys. Do you all get it now?
Yeah.
Soumya, are you getting Soumya?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I just don't want to be analyzing two quantities. I'm going to give you a word problem. You're going to read it. Please don't shout out your answers. Each of you answer in chat so I'll know who doesn't know. Go ahead. Inian, the program is itself not a quantity. What are the two quantities, first of all? Inian, first answer the number of quantities, then we'll see. Oh my God. Johan, no. Workers is not a quantity. Quantity has to be time, or quantity has to be number of people, or number of, or wages earned, something of that sort. Vihan, that's right. Shrestha, that seems right. Independent quantity, Shrestha, is the time. You see, day 1, day 2, day 3 till day 60. You got it?
Yeah.
Johan, that is incorrect, Amma.
Wait, that's why I put 2 months for the.
Yeah, but then it has to be descriptive. Let me, meaning I am in sync that you understood. But what is not clear is the variables. One is, see, the sick days, the number of sick days. Like that, sick days you cannot write, number of sick days. And then the 2 months time frame, right? Time basically. What is that? It's a max of 2 months, meaning when you represent it, right? Yeah, you're going to represent it like week 1, week 2. Like this, you can represent. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the number of sick days.
Okay.
Am I making sense, Johan? If the number of weeks increase, right? Number of sick days is going to be more actually, right? Because sick days go on increasing, right? Nikita, did you get it, ma?
I'm kind of confused though.
Where are you confused, Ma?
Like I'm confused on what the independent variable is and what the dependent variable is.
Okay, you tell me. Can the time be dependent on the number of sick days?
Yeah.
Ask this question. When the sick days increase, will the time increase? Or when the time increases, sick days increase? Time is something it's not out of your control. It keeps on going, right? Sick days will be dependent on the time, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, when we solve more problems, scenarios, then it's so much easier.
So the sick days is the dependent
Variable.
quantity, and the study for 2 months is the independent
Correct.
quantity.
Right.
Okay.
You got it.
Okay.
Wow. Let's see. Okay, here I really want to know the quantity. Just don't copy from the question. There's no point. Let's see this one. Inian, are you getting this?
Yes, Auntie.
Okay, go ahead. Today is 6th Janama. I will just note down the attendance as well. P, Inian, Bihan, all are present. Go ahead. Independent quantities are okay. Send it, guys. Eating breakfast in the morning increases the ability to learn in school. It's a tricky question. Okay, do you want me to change it a little bit? It is not making much sense because there is no quantitative eating breakfast in the morning. Okay, even if it does not contain any quantitative data, it's okay. Let's see. Which should be on the x-axis? What do you think? Shrestha, that's right.
Is mine right?
No, Vihan. Correct. Indian got it correct. How, Nikita? What is
I meant that was supposed to be dependent. And then
so the dependent quantity, really, that is the quantity that's increasing. Do you see? So the ability to learn in school should be on the y-axis.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
meant dependent.
Eating breakfast in the morning or not eating breakfast in the morning. There are only two options. Am I making sense, Johan?
I was thinking about eating breakfast.
Eating breakfast or not eating breakfast on the x-axis, it is completely independent. You can eat or not eat. Nothing is dependent on it. But that increases the other one. So the other one, that ability to learn in school increases or decreases. So that is that is dependent on eating breakfast. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a little tricky initially when you start, but it becomes easier. Hold on. I am not that convinced to go forward. For some reason, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, how about this? Okay, guys. Try, guys.
There's no question.
It just says independent and dependent variable.
No, right? It has a big sales tax. Do you see?
Now we see.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I don't know, guys. Go ahead. Independent variable. Good. Johan, nice. But I'm going to ask you how you decided on that. That's a question. Let's see. No problem. But think about why are you deciding like that? That's all. From my end, I want you to know why are you deciding like that? That's all.
Am I supposed to write that in the chat?
Yeah, which is the independent. No, no, no. I'll ask you. Don't worry. Good job, Johan. That is right. Sreshta, that is right. Vihan, I don't think you have understood, Vihan. Vihan, what increases and decreases with respect to the other? What changes and what increases or decreases based on that? You tell me from the given picture, from the given scenario. Sales tax in the state of Maryland is 5 times of the purchase price. Can you tell me, Vihan?
First, isn't the sales tax is dependent?
Correct. Then why did you say the other way? Sales tax is dependent on the purchase price, right?
Oh yeah. Whoops.
Nikita, correct. Huh? No problem. See, it all comes with practice.
Yeah. Okay.
Good job. Indian, what is B Indian? What is B Indian? Yeah, B is dependent. But what is it? Is it the sales tax or the purchase price? Yeah, sales tax is dependent. Good job. Soumya, are you getting it, Soumya? Soumya? How about this? I'm giving you an equation.
Yeah.
I'm giving you something like this. Or even you can take it very simple. Let's try this one. You have always, I have discussed with you regarding multiplicative relationship and additive relationship, right? How about in these two? Which is the dependent variable, which is the independent variable? Which is dependent on something else? Which is dependent on something else? Not a hard one on this. Take your time. But think about it. What is depending on what? Quick, let me see.
1 second, I'm typing.
Mm-hmm. Reshta, correct. Johan, correct. Nikita, what are the two variables? What are the two variables?
Oh, I wasn't looking at the question. I was looking at the bottom one.
What are the variables?
X and Y.
I can put any value for x. I can put 0, 1, 2, -1. I can put anything. Y immediately changes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you see mine?
Bihan, that's incorrect, Bihan.
So, oh, wait.
Bihan, variables, what are the two quantities? Means x and y are the quantities.
Oh.
So if you change your x, y changes. So x is independent, y is dependent. Do you get it?
Yeah. I didn't see the question properly.
Hmm. How about this? Nikita, the quantity is what, ma'am? What are the quantities?
I sent the answer.
Sreshta. So, you know how I represent this, guys? See, one thing across what I see is maybe I did not give the proper input here. See, height of a candle is one quantity. Centimeter or length is the other quantity. Height of the candle. Okay, sorry. Height of the quantity is the length, right? Height of the quantity is measured in, height of the candle is measured in centimeters, one quantity. Every hour it burns. It is hours. So on the X, I'll put the hours. 1, 2, 3, 4. The height means, let's say it was 10 centimeter. 1 hour it came to 9, 8, 7. You see the graph? So here, this is the hours in, and then this is the height of candle. So the dependent quantity is height of the candle. Any questions, guys? You all got it? Okay. Okay, now, do you think it's enough or can I move on?
Maybe a few more questions.
A few more questions. Okay. Okay. How about this? See, like that, if you feel uncomfortable, ask so that we will get to spend more time. Otherwise, I'll move on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, guys. Nice. Nikita, good job.
One sec.
Good job. Did you understand now the logic? How to do this?
Yeah.
Good job, Srishta. Johan, Nikita, did you answer now? Yeah. Johan, did you answer? Tommy, I want you to do it.
I'm
Yeah,
still
you said I got it.
typing.
My Johan, good job. You all got it, guys? So one more question and then we'll move on. Vihan, you wanted more questions, right? Are you comfortable now? Or Nikita
Yeah.
want?
Abstract and looking. Oh, it's not in there.
The cost for copying a document is a function of the number of pages in the document. So what are the two quantities, first of all? I really want to make sure that you get the two quantities correctly. What are they?
Should we say it out loud or
Yeah, say it out loud. It's okay. We are just
Cost
the
for the
cost for copying a document
and the number.
and the function of the numbers, the number of the pages?
number of pages. Correct.
Okay.
Don't worry about anything else. Number of pages and the cost.
Wait, so is it saying that how many pages there are, it costs more?
Correct. So which is the dependent quantity, Vihan?
The number of pages. Wait, no, the cost.
Cost is the dependent which comes on the y-axis. The number of pages you print, if it is 1, then it will be $10. If it is 2, it will be $20. See, the cost varies. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I move on?
Yeah.
I want to know independent, dependent quantities. You're good now. How about this? Suppose if you're given a table, right? Let's say, but I wanted to get started with, okay, Indian the cost, that's correct. So now I really wanted to go through expressions and equations. We started with expressions, remember? Okay. Okay, so how about this? Do you know what is this, guys? Let me go ahead and erase this. How about this? X power 2. What is this? Or 2 power 4. What is this?
An exponent.
Exponent, correct. Exponent, I mean, yeah. This is an exponent. What is this?
Base.
Base. Good job. So what is the answer for this one? This means base is repeated exponent number of times and multiply. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Now comes more questions. Basic variables we covered, but these are numerical expressions. Whatever I'm discussing, these are all numerical expressions. How about this? Okay, I'll give you a question. This is more on order of operations. So whatever I'm going to give you is you will have to evaluate the expression using PEMDAS. Can I ask you to evaluate the expression using PEMDAS? Let's try this out. See, just because expression, there is no equal to sign. When you look at this, if you're not able to see, I'll write it down for you. This is the question given. You see it? In this
Yeah.
question, when you look at it, there is no equal to sign. Suppose if I give you x is equal to 2, this entire thing is called an equation. The equal to sign is not present here. It's called an expression. Any questions on this? Now, I ask you to evaluate this expression. You have to use PEMDAS. Don't forget. Try this one. Send me the answer.
Would absolute value go under parentheses? I mean, yeah, parentheses.
It's like that, yes. Try. Good try. But be careful, guys. I have discussed absolute values with you. Nice, Johan, that's correct. Nikita, that's correct. Vihan, that is not correct. Soumya, are you doing?
Yes.
Shall I show you?
So,
Okay, Inian, where is your answer, Inian?
I'm gonna send in a second, Auntie.
Okay, Sreshta, that's correct. So 4 minus 2 plus 12, that is inside. Plus, what is this power? PEMDAS has exponent as the first thing, right? So second thing, right? So 3 power of 4 is 3, 3, 3, 3. Multiplied together, it's 81. Minus absolute value of minus 6 is 6. Next will be absolute value of 10 plus 81 minus 6. So this will be 40 plus 81 minus 6. 121 minus 6 is 150. Any questions? Vihan, you didn't get it. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Miss Priya, instead
Yeah.
of doing what you did, I solved the absolute value first and then the exponent.
That is better. That's fine. Both are one and the same. I just didn't. That's fine. I hear you. Can I go ahead? One more complex one. This is again order of operations. Since these are called numeric, since these are just numbers, right? It's called numerical expressions. We'll go to algebraic expressions in a minute, okay? 1 by 6 times 12 divided by 7.5. You know what? I don't even know whether it is division. Yeah, it is division. Divided by divided by 2.5. This is division, guys. And then the whole cube. Then 38 divided by 3, 6 minus 8, 1 by 3, the whole square. Let me see. It all involves a lot of fractions. Let's see. Yes. Go ahead. Can I help you or do you want to try, guys? This one.
Can we try?
Sure. Have I taught prime factorization? No, right?
No.
Okay, let's quickly do more so that we do 1 or 2 prime factorizations today.
Okay.
So when I say 15 times 3, it is an expression because there's no equal to sign. But 15 times 3 is a numerical expression. When you have letters only, then you can call them as algebraic expression. X plus 2 equal to 5. When the equal to sign is there, it becomes an equation. Go ahead. Go ahead. Johan, not really. Be very careful in whatever you do. Should I help you with this? You can try, guys.
Can you give me a second? I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Is my second answer correct?
No,
Oh,
it's okay. Doesn't matter, but you can try because these are just fractions, but you need to be careful. That's the big deal out of this. You should know what is 3 cube, what is 2 cube, all that you need to know. Nikita, good job, ma'am. Okay, and I said I want to do prime factorization. Can you be quick, guys? He is confused. Why is Rishta? Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, if you're confused, I'll do it. I'll do it. But
Yeah,
please, on
confused.
homework, I want you to do better. Okay, so here. What is this? 1 by 6 times 12 is what's Rishta?
2,
2. You got it. 7.5 divided by 2.5 is what?
3,
Oh my God, everybody knows everything. Then what is the problem? Plus 38 divided by 3 times, what is this? Absolute value of minus 2 is what?
2.
2 times 1 by 3, the whole square is what?
That was where I was confused.
1 by 9. 1 square divided by 3 square. Got it?
Oh, yeah.
So 2 cube is what? 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. 3 cube is what?
20.
Cube means the cube applies to this, applies to this.
9.
No. 3
20.
27.
Oh, that makes more sense.
38 by 6 times 1 by 9. This is important. So this becomes 8 by 27 plus 38 by 54. Multiply by 2, multiply by 2. That becomes 16. Oh, what happened, guys? So now, from here on, let me continue here. I am not able to push it out. Even now, Zoom meeting error. Okay, now 16 plus 38 by 54. What is it? 54 by 54 becomes 1. Make sense? Make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah.
Now, you know what? I'm going to touch upon prime factorization. We'll go to equations next week, okay? So, here, what is prime factorization? Do you all know what are prime numbers?
Yeah.
You all know what are prime numbers, right?
Yeah.
You all know how to find out factors?
Yes.
How to find out factors of 12? I'll put 1 and 12, and I'll go through all the numbers from 1 to 12. 2 and 6. 2 times 6 is 12, right? 3 times 4 is 12. See, all the numbers in 2 and 6 you should go through. 3 and 4, there are no numbers, you can stop it. So the factors are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Any questions in this?
No.
No.
No. Okay. Now,
No.
how do I do this prime factorization? Prime factorization, meaning I'm not going to find factors, but I'm going to find out prime factors. Factors that are prime. So let me split it up. 2 times 6. Here, which is the prime number? I'll circle that. I don't need to proceed. That's a prime factor. But this is a composite number. Again, split it. 3 times. Both are prime. So circle. Now 12 will be equal to 2 times 3 times 2. All circled numbers. You got it?
Yeah.
This is called prime factorization. Any questions?
Yeah, but you can also write it like as an exponent, right? If there's like a double of a number.
Suppose you want to do with exponent, right? You can write it out as, you can combine this and write it out as 2 power of 2 times 3. This is called prime power factorization. Make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
There's a difference between both. Okay, now how to prime factorize 18? 2 times 9, circle, 3, 3. You can write 18 as 2 times 3 times 3. This is called prime factorization. This is called prime power factorization. Any questions? Any questions?
No.
Okay. How about 36? Can you send me the prime power factorization? Or prime factorization is enough? Can you do this for me? Just send it in chat. Okay.
Wait, prime power factorization or prime
I just need prime factorization, ma. It's okay. You get it? Yep. You're all good. So you know what is prime factorization? Okay, good to know. Now You know what is prime factorization? Prime power factorization. Now, have you heard of least common multiple, guys? Have you heard of greatest common factors? Suppose if I give you 12 and 14, okay? I want to find the greatest common factors. I can find the prime factors, but I want to know greatest common factors for these two. First, I will draw the prime factorization tree. Okay, this is 2 times 3 times 2. This one is 2 times 7. Right? Now, what are the greatest common factors? Let's put down the common factors. What is the greatest common factor between 12 and 14?
2.
2. Good job. That's the greatest common factor. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
What is the greatest common factor of 23 and 21? What is the greatest common factor between 23 and 21? 23 is a prime number. Good job, Johan. What is the greatest common factor between 23 and 21?
If 23 is already a prime
Good job,
number,
Johan.
then isn't there no greatest common factor?
There is one.
There is.
23, 21. This is 23 times 1. This is 731. So what is the greatest common factor?
Oh, 1.
1. That was
I
a tricky
see.
question. That was a tricky question. Okay, so now you know how to find the greatest common factor, right? Using the prime factorization tree, you know how to find the greatest common factor, right? Can you find the greatest common factor between 14 and let's say, can you find out between 14 and 49? Quick, come on. Draw the prime factorization tree and find out. Quick.
Is that my answer?
Good job, guys. Okay, that was so good. So you guys are good with this. Okay, now in this case, you know, have you heard of least common multiple? If I give you, what is the least common multiple between between 12 and 5? This is a little tricky. What is the least common multiple? So I'm going to prime factorize this. 2 times 6, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. This is just 5. To find out my least common multiple, please guys listen, this is a little tricky. To find out my least common multiple, what are the factors? What are the factors in here? There, 2, 3, 5. Those are the different numbers that are in here. Find out the highest number of 2's present. You have to compare this with this. The highest number of 2's is what? The highest number of 2's is present in this number. How many?
2.
2. So I'll write that. Now, the highest number of 3's
Is 1.
1.
yeah, I read that. The highest number of 5's,
There
1.
are
1, it's here on this side. So I'll write that as well. Now I'll multiply all of this to get my least common multiple. Did you get it?
Yeah.
So the one thing that's different is for the least common multiple, finding it is a little tricky. Please
I
remember.
can't see the bottom of the
Board. See, that's always a problem. Okay. So the least now.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay. So the least common multiple, you have to list out the factors, see which has the highest number of that factor and write it down. 2 2's, 1 3, 1 5. Everything comes there. Now, one thing you understand, 12 and 5, the greatest common factor is 1. See, the greatest common factor is always equal to one of these numbers or less than either both of the numbers. The least common multiple is always equal to the highest of the number or a number that's greater than both. Do you guys get it?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
couldn't you just multiply both of them?
No, you cannot. You cannot. Because if I give you this, what will you do? 40 is not the least common multiple.
I can't see.
10 and 4. Take the number 10 and 4. What is the least common multiple? 10 and 4. What is the least common multiple? Let's find out the factors. 2 and 5. How many? What is the maximum number of 2's?
3.
No, 3. What is the greatest number of factors? There are 2 2's here, 1 2 here. What is the greatest number? You can only
2.
compare. 2. What is the greatest number of 5?
1.
1 5. So the answer is 20. Do you see? It's not the multiplied value.
Oh,
Got it?
yeah.
So we dealt with a lot today. What did we deal with? Some variables, independent, dependent variables, and then expression and equation, the difference we understood, right? When there is an equal to numerical expression, we understood. Then we solved some numerical expressions, and then we went on to prime factorization. We drew the tree and we sorted about, discussed prime power factorization. And then what did we do? We did LCM and GCM. I'll give you homework on all of this. Okay, guys, but please do and come. Okay?
Okay.
Next week, we'll do equations. Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Have a nice week. Starting school tomorrow. Good luck to you all. I'll see you in a week. Bye.
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 Bye, ma.
Priya auntie,
Yeah, ma.
when is the Iowa test?
I don't know, right? Iowa test, what is that?
Aptitude test.
No, Science League. Huh? Are you asking about the Science League?
No, for math.
For math, what is that aptitude test?
Iowa algebraic aptitude test.
Uh-huh.
IEAT. IA.
IIT is for your school, it depends. You have to ask the counselor, right?
Okay. Thank
Before
you.
you go to algebra, they give you.
Science test check.
When's the science test too?
Science test is coming in April.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, bye. I'll let you know. Bye-bye.
Hey, Miss Priya, do you have to join the new Google Classroom code?
Same.
Same? Okay. Bye.